Hey guys, Corey Freeman here, and there's actually one thing I need you to do, um, which I should have mentioned earlier, that we need you guys to do before we can start building your list, and it's really simple. But basically, all these autoresponder companies, we're dealing with SendLane first, as you know, to build your list, but all these autoresponder companies like you to have at least one follow-up email in place, like a welcome email, um, before you start building your list. Because when people subscribe to your list, as will be getting happening for you, you don't want people to be subscribed to your list for, like, days or weeks. Let's say, until the time your list hits 1,000 with us building it, and then suddenly out of nowhere get an email from you because they'll forget that they subscribe to your list. And what happens when that happens is you get a huge surge of complaints, and that could trigger problems for the autoresponders. So by at least having one welcome email to go out to them, that this eliminates that problem. Okay, so at least they got one message from you, and ideally you can actually have two or three where you're just giving them a tip or whatnot, like a business online business tip or whatever. But you don't need to worry about more than one until you start selling your clicks, at least, which, as you know, it'll take a good week to 2 weeks to get you to that level. Okay, so bottom line is we need you right now. Now that you've already set up your list, first of all, right? You created your web form. The final step you need to do is you need to create an autoresponder with one message set to go out immediately upon the subscription of somebody to your list. Okay, so you're going to click on autoresponders, and I've already set mine up here, and I want to use mine as a model. You need to write your own, but make it just something like this. This is just, keep in mind, people are subscribing to your online business work from home tips and recommendations newsletter. Okay, that's the kind of mental frame to have. So this is an online business tips email list. Okay, so you're going to see here that, excuse me one sec, mine's already showing here because I've already created an autoresponder. Okay, and I want to show you the message really quickly that I want you to use as a model. Okay, because it's very simple, but I'm going to show you mine as a model, and then I'm going to show you how to, like, basically create the autoresponder and set it up. Okay, so once you hit create autoresponder, you will come to a section where it asks for the name of your campaign. Okay, this is actually your list name. Okay, so the list that you set up originally is also called the campaign, and you should see your list name in here. Actually, you know what? Disregard that. This is, just name this the same general name that you named your list. Okay, so anything online business will actually work here. Okay, it's not crucial, but make it related to your email list, the name that you gave your email list. Okay, now this subject is the actual subject of the email that's going to go out immediately upon subscription to your email list. Okay, so as soon as we start driving traffic and a certain person ends up putting their name and email into your web form and subscribing, i.e., getting you a lead, right? Getting you a subscription, this email is going to go out immediately automatically. Okay, so my subject line, and I recommend you use this as a model, is welcome and congratulations, exclamation. And then I simply put the name of our list, basically the name of the newsletter that they're signing up for, right? So you're going to have your own one of these. In parentheses, I put Online Business Insiders, okay? Because that's the name of mine. Just keep it generic, keep it relevant to what you are basically calling your e-newsletter, or whatever you want to call it, okay? So you could actually copy this subject line verbatim. We just don't want people using the exact same subjects and or body messages, because that could trigger an alarm on an autoresponder company, right? Anyways, once you've done that, you're going to click next. Who do you want to send it to? All subscribers in this list, right? That's correct. So make sure that's selected. Hit next. And what event will trigger this autoresponder? Subscription to the list. That's what you need there. Once the autoresponder email be sent within the hour. That's the fastest option, which is what we want here. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, and here's my email message. And again, I want you to use this as a model and then write your own. Oops, sorry about that. Set it up in your autoresponder and send me a copy so I can take a look at it and make sure that I sign off on it. Okay, but here I'm just going to read mine real quick. We always, because we take the name and email of the subscribers, we have their first name. Okay, so I started mine with hello, and then this var first name there. You can, one sec there. See, hello var first name. That's the personalization function that this autoresponder lets you do. So there's actually a excuse me. If you see down here personalization tags, wherever you want their first name to appear, which is obviously after hello blank, I mean hello space whatever their name is, right? Put your cursor there, and then in personalization tags on the left here, we pull this down to subscriber first name. Okay, and what that'll do is it'll populate this little. See where it's, sorry that keeps coming up there. See where it says var underscore first underscore name? It'll populate that code in there. So when this email goes out to somebody who's on your list, it'll insert the person's first name in place of that var first name tag. Okay, you want to be personal in this business. It's much better for the long haul. So now I'm just going to read my email to you, and you could use this as a model. Okay, Corey here, and thank you and congratulations for joining my Home Business Insiders tips and news list. Over the coming days, I'm going to be sharing some amazing online income secrets, methods, and strategies. I should have put that cost, good to edit these sometimes, that cost me a literal fortune to discover. You see, after spending nearly 10 years of my life figuring out what it really takes to earn a solid income from home using the internet, and notice I like to break things up into short little paragraphs because it's easier to read. Anyways, moving on here. I finally discovered the real secrets to making it happen online, and it's now my mission to shortcut your success by ensuring you steer clear of all the pitfalls and mistakes I had to go through. Keep your eyes on your email for I made another mistake here. For very exciting, I could just say stuff or whatever. Very exciting info coming soon, or whatever works for you. Okay, it isn't about perfection. You just want to basically give them a quick hello, let them know that you've been there, done that. You've tried a lot of stuff and failed online. You finally discovered what works, and now that you're on this email list, you're going to help shortcut their success and share some amazing home business, work from home, money making tips and secrets with them. Okay, so I use this as a model. You can make yours very similar, just don't make it identical, because you never want, these autoresponders are a fickle thing, and they're always looking for people that are, doing bulk copying kind of stuff. Okay, so you always want to be original, but this is the model. Okay, so once you've done this, now let me go back, because you should be able to pause the screen now when you're doing this, and keep this on the screen so you could use it as a model. But I'm going to go back to my dashboard now. So again, you're going to go to autoresponders tab. You're going to create an autoresponder because you're not going to have one yet. Okay, you're going to select regular HTML autoresponder. Name your campaign. I mean, this isn't that big of a deal, but name it whatever makes sense for you. I name it the same name as my list, or my quote unquote newsletter name. So this is just going to be a test. Okay, so test campaign. Email subject, again, this is where I showed you my email subject. I put welcome and congrats. Let's say welcome and congrats. And then I like to put the name of what I'm going to be calling my newsletter, whatever you want to call it, online business. Let's just call this one tips. What am I doing here? Okay. So this is the actual process, okay, of setting up an autoresponder. All subscribers you want it to be sent out to. Yes, what event will trigger this subscription? When should it start? You actually want to do within the hour, so it's like immediate, pretty much. Okay, choose a template to start with. You're going to choose start from scratch, and this is your blank, text area for you to write use what I wrote as a model, okay? And you just like, let's say you start with deer, whatever the name I put, deer. Now in the left area, see personalization tags. You're going to select subscriber first name and see it pops that in there. Put a comma, and here's where you write your welcome message based on the model I just showed you. Okay? And don't worry, this isn't about perfection. You just want to let the subscriber know, like, yeah, you did sign up for my list, and my name's this, and you can expect to see some more emails from me over the coming days and weeks, whatever. Okay? And this is mandatory, and we need this in place before we can start building your list. Now, the reason I don't just write one for you, is because, again, all our clients need to have unique, or they need to be at least slightly different, okay? Because that could trigger a problem with the autoresponders, okay? So that's it for this video. Again, we need you to do this immediately upon watching this video. We cannot start building your list until you've done this, okay? So write your welcome message based on my model. Pause the screen if you have to. Make sure it's different, though, and not identical. And once you're done with it, submit it to me. And make sure you've obviously set up your autoresponder and all that stuff. That's just like I showed you in this video. And I will approve it, or my partner will approve it. And once we approve it, we will start building your list immediately on SendLane. Just as a reminder, we always start building you guys on SendLane because it's a lot quicker to get going for various technical reasons, and we can be more aggressive with how many leads, how much traffic we throw at your opt-in pages. Okay, Aweber is a little bit of you got to be gentle with it. You got to kind of baby it because they have some strict guidelines as far as how fast you should grow and what's normal and all that stuff. Trust me, we've been in this industry in the trenches, and we know more than anybody else pretty much about how to not only have a successful solo live business, but to keep in the good graces of the autoresponders. Okay, so just trust us. We know what we're doing. So that's it for this video. Get that autoresponder created. Get that welcome message created. Give me a copy of it so I can approve it. And as soon as you do, we'll get your list building, okay? Talk to you soon.